Hello, Shirley. Hi, Judith. I have to get my water down me. Okay, today, I don't know why. I really don't know why. But I woke up this morning. Hi, Maria. How are you? And I thought, plain old potato soup. I know it's probably hot outside and all that. And we haven't had potato soup for a long time. So that's what I'm going to make today. Is potato soup. Anyway, what I do is I put, oops, I forgot one ingredient. See, I always think of that when I get down here. I'll be right over, girls. Onion, okay. Hi, Rebecca. Anyway, I've got my potatoes, celery, or carrots and celery, and onion. I know this is probably strange that I'm making potato soup, but I'm going to make us a little pot full of it, not a big one, because he loves potato soup. And I thought I better make something that he likes. And you know, he's just not allowed to have salt. So, and I've been, you know, making sure I portion everything for him. But it's been a while since he's had potato soup. I think even last winter, you know. So that's what I'm going to make, some potato soup. I've got potatoes I need to use. I hadn't bought potatoes in a while. But last week or the week before, I think it was a week before, I bought a 10-pound bag. And I need to use up some stuff here. So I tried on an outfit. I'm going to be trying on some more for the wedding. But where I've lost pounds and inches, the pair of pants that I bought 3-4 weeks ago are way too long. So here, I'm sticking that stuff right in there. Let me put the potatoes right here and get them all peeled up. I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm having a quiet day. I thought about going up the tanning bed later. I only had one session and I'm supposed to take 10. But that's new for me. So, you know, all this stuff's new for me. Something in me just says, hey, you know, take a little time to do something that you've never done before. So I'm taking a little bit of time to do something I haven't done for a while, and that's make potato soup, too. And I really cannot find my grater out of all my stuff, and it's getting bare in there. Not bare, but where I can find things. So potato soup, it's probably not something somebody's thinking about today, but I thought I'd go online and just make some simple old potato soup. Now what I do with mine, I make it like we did in the restaurant. I take my potatoes and onions and if I want to put carrots or celery in it. Okay. Stick these in. And cook them. And then what I do is I put a little bit of cornstarch in it, okay? And then that's what I thicken it with. And then I will put butter, unsalted butter. And when I did it at the restaurant, I'd make a bigger pot. And when I worked there at the Creole restaurant, we made soup every 3 days. Every 3 days I had to make different soups. When I started to run out of one, I'd start making it again because they sold a lot of soup. And we would make vegetable soup, and then I would make potato soup was a big one. Everybody liked the potato soup. And I'd make a pot, and then I'd just throw a stick of butter in there and let it melt. And after I put a can of canned milk in it. So I don't have any heavy cream. See, I haven't been to the store for a while. I don't like to go to the store and bring in more stuff if I've got stuff I've got to cook, you know. And potatoes are one of them. Okay. I hope I don't make too many potatoes. And sometimes people put like cream of chicken soup or something in their potato soup. I don't. Number one, it's full of salt. Number two, we just like it plain old like I used to make it in the restaurant. Potatoes is a staple that a lot of people, you know, always have, and they could always fix something to eat with them. But you can make them yummy. My husband will be surprised because he has no clue that I'm making him potato soup. If he was out here, which he's taking a nap, he asked me, he said, "You got anything going today?" I said, "Nope, not today, unless you want to." He went back and laid down because he gets up really early, like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to surprise him. Potato soup. So I'm not going to be putting any kind of soup in with it because it's just, that stuff is so loaded with sodium. And you could portion it, but still, if you can avoid it, just make you some good old regular potato soup. Hello, Artie. How are you? My gosh, I haven't seen you in years. Okay, now I'm just going to take just like I did up at the cabin, I'm going to take it, but I'm going to make a smaller pot, okay? A smaller pot of potatoes. And no matter how long we've been in the city, Tom still likes his old potato soup. Okay, let me put this over here. Thank you, Lisa. I just washed it a little bit ago. I still wear it the same way, over this way and then back that way. I don't know why. Just me, I guess. You get your certain look and that's what you go with. I'm just going to cut these potatoes up. Like I said, I know it's a very simple thing. We still have coconut poke cake. I'll try to eat a piece of it, but you can only eat so much of something, and if you cook too much, and I'd give some away, so. But he'll eat it with peaches around it, canned peaches or fresh peaches. Hi Trish, how are you? So I tried on an outfit I was going to wear to the wedding at Panama Beach. And I bought it like several weeks ago or more. And I think I'm shrinking. Do you shrink in your old age? Let me see here. Brown outfit. My girls are trying to help me. My husband thinks I really look good in brown, like browns. And that's what my daughter-in-law just said. What about the brown outfit? And I'm like, I forgot the brown outfit. I forgot which one. But anyway, let me put this in here. I'm just going to put this in here. I tried that outfit on I'm going to have to take it back. I paid a lot for it too. But I'm going to have to take it back because it's 2 sizes smaller and it fits me now. But the thing of it is, it's too long. My daughter-in-law to be, she said, boy, you'll be tracking sand everywhere because they're so long that I could imagine what the bottom of them white pants would look like. They would have sand all in them, and I'd be, what I'd be doing is being like one of them people that scuffs along the way, and my pants would be so long, I'd be making trails, you know, long trails. So them's out. They're going back. Thank God I kept the receipt. I'm going to have to trade them for something else. And even the top I was going to wear, I'll send it to you, Lisa, a picture of it. But even it's really kind of bulky on me. So I've got to find something. Now I'm going to wear a light brown sandal because I can walk good in them on the beach. And a light brown hat like I had on yesterday. I'm going to have that. But I need the in-between, the body part, what I need to wear. So I'm going to put them in there. I'm just putting them in little by little. Hi, Sandy. How are you? So I just bet none of you ever thought about making potato soup today. If you did, let me know. It's one of the simplest and oldest things to make. I've got canned vegetable soup in there I can, but I'm almost afraid to give it to him because I pressure canned it, but I put salt in it. Probably not near as much salt as you'd have in a can of soup. But I put a teaspoon in each pint. So I'm going to just keep putting them down in that water. I've already washed them. I've got another pan over there full of potatoes I need to do something. I want to make potato salad so bad. But if I do, we'll sit and eat that. We love potato salad, and I've been making it with cauliflower. But I need to do something with the potatoes. But that's what I would do. If I had potato salad, I'd be eating it. Okay, I've got the potatoes in there. That was about, what, I don't know, you probably see me. The potatoes are in the water now. Now I'm going to put some no salt in them, okay? And I did not open this yet. Pamela McManus. Okay, I'm going to put no salt in it. About, well, it's not coming out very good. Ooh, there it is. And that was probably about 3/4 of a teaspoon. And then I'll put some black pepper in it. I like to cook it in there because it flavors it. And there we go. It's all in there now. And then I want to put a little bit of salt-free garlic and herb, just a little bit. This is McCormick garlic and herb, just to give it that little extra flavor, because I'm not putting the chicken or mushroom soup or whatever you people put in it. I'm not putting that in it. So now let's go to this nice onion. It's funny because I just sharpened this knife. I'm cutting it the wrong way, I think. Okay. So what are y'all fixing today, or are you going out to eat, or... Hi, Fiona. How are you? Fiona, I'm going to send you that outfit. I don't know if I sent it to you yet or not, that I put on this morning to wear to the wedding in Florida. I'm not going to be able to wear it. The pants are way too long, and I shouldn't have bought it 3-4 weeks ago. I should have just, you know, bought it a week or two before I go. But I think I'm going to switch out the white, because I like to wear white. But white is not really, it doesn't really compliment me that much, but I love white. But I think I'm going to go with the lighter brown and the browns, because my husband said I look so good in browns. Now everybody else says other people say I look good in pastel colors. Other people say I look good in pinks and reds. So I don't know who to believe. Maybe everybody. Now I'm going to cut this onion up. Okay. And I'll put that in the potato soup. And I got my potatoes all in here. Did anybody else decide what they're making today? Hi, Melinda. Hi, Sandy. Ribeye, potatoes, and salad. Now, Sandy, where do you live? Because that's where I want to be. My stepson said last night he was over here seeing his dad, and I said, man, we need to eat something. I only ate eggs. Tom ate, but I didn't. I said, I need to fix something to eat. And he said, Jimmy said, well, a T-bone steak would be nice. I said, no, not a T-bone steak, but a ribeye sure would be nice. I love, 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 love ribeye steak. But the only thing is, Sandy, I can't eat them. I can't eat a whole one anymore. I used to be able to sit down and eat a whole steak. But I can't now. If probably about maybe half, if that. So here's the potatoes. Okay, my hands are clean. And I'm putting the onions in there. The soup is going to be good. It's just going to be a simple, simple lunch. Cut that onion up. So I don't know. I think I need to take the stuff back that I bought for the wedding, because I got my receipt, and let the girls dress me. You know, just let them dress me in sort of like a tans and browns and stuff. It's going to be on the beach, so it can't be anything real hot, hot, hot. Okay, get in there. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and put that whole onion in there. It might be too much to some, but the biggest part of it. I'm kind of hungry for something different. And in the summertime, Sandy, Tom does not like whole pieces of meat. Like a hamburger, or he might eat a hamburger. But like I made a meatloaf and I froze one of them, and I took one out for supper one night, and he doesn't like a lot of meat in the summertime. He's just that way. He's a lot older than I am, so he don't care for the meat as much. He loves hamburgers. But I ended up eating on that meatloaf all week. Just a piece here and a piece there, you know. I got it going. Okay, there's the onion I'm just going to throw in there, in this little pot. Another thing I want to fix too is beans, but I want to use my Tupperware. I thought about using my Tupperware pressure cooker, because you can have beans in like 45 minutes in that. Good beans. And they don't get mushy. They are really nice. So I don't know, you know, I've thought about going that route this week. Hi, Faye. Thanks, Sandy. I really appreciate that, but that's hard for me to believe. I've got this complex about me, you know, and I'll share that with you on the internet. I just never think I look good, you know. And I just, it's really hard for me to wear things. Especially at a wedding. Now when Tommy got married and Mary Lou got married, and this was when, and then my kids got married a long time ago, I wore dress outfits. And I still have the outfit that me and Tom, it was a lavender outfit, skirt and jacket that we got married in. And I left it in the closet, and there was a leak, and it ruined a lot of my old clothes. So, that I wasn't wearing. So let's just get these little carrots cut. They're not little, but I want to get them cut up. Now, Jimmy said his wife, Frances, made chili. Chili is something I have not eaten for a long time. And when I make chili, I'd rather go to Wendy's and get chili or something like that, because I don't like to eat it every day. When I eat it, usually I'm a one-time person, you know. I'm not going to shred these. I want them to cook. Cook like the potatoes. You can put your carrots in there any way you want. But I like carrots in there. It makes them pretty. I put them in my chicken noodle soup, which that's something else I could make this week. So I'm going to kind of go with that stuff this week. Not that I have to, but I've got stuff in there. I've got canned chicken broth that I canned last year, and I wanted to use it up. Now, you cook them beans if you've got chicken broth, and my broth is safe because I didn't put a lot of salt in it. But, thank God I didn't, because I'd done that before he had that bad attack. But you cook your soup beans in a broth, and oh, are they ever good. My daughter always cooks hers in beef broth, but I think I'll do mine in chicken broth. And of course, you know, up at the cabin, we were so poor. I know the kids probably don't even want to hear about that. We were very, very poor. We had love and nothing to go with it. You know, do you ever have love and nothing to go with it? And I would make all kinds of stuff like that. We just made simple stuff. And I remember the old coal stove. I don't know who's still got one, but the old coal stove we had, and wood stove, and the electric would go out. I'd always have a big pot of water on there so the air wouldn't dry. And when the electric was out, we would get kerosene candles, and we had a table in the room that we had the bedroom sectioned off, okay? And we would play Monopoly, or we would do something in the dark, but we had that kerosene heat lantern and things, and I would cook like soup or something like that on that wood stove. So I mean, there's always ways to make it, you know. And we, you know, I believe that we have got so far away from remembering how hard we had it. And sometimes in this generation, we get so far away from the new gadgets. You know, I'm guilty of that. New gadgets and new this and new that, and we forget. We even forget, you know, who our Creator is. And I don't, because I get up every day. I'm not bragging on myself, but I know who my Creator is. I know who brought me out of everything that I've been brought out of. But we forget. We get caught up in our own problems. But the worst thing is, you can get caught up in other people's problems, other people's attitudes, other people's drama. Whoo-wee. I'm a-telling you. And that's hard. But in life, I've found out something in life. You can't reflect who everyone is and what they do to you. You can't reflect that to you. You're an individual. You're not living their life, and you can't reflect that to you. You've got to let it go and be who you are. Listen to me, I'm saying that, and I'm sitting here fretting about an outfit. But you know, I was reading something in the Bible, and probably a lot of you will get off of here, but I was reading something last night, and I told Tom, I said, Tom, I read something that I've never seen before. Never looked at it that way before. But in Genesis, if you go to Genesis 1, chapter 1, the beginning of the Bible, it says that God, seeing that there was vast darkness, so he created light. Okay, he made light in the darkness. And then if you go down on the fourth day, God created a vault of light to make day and night. And I said, Tom, Jesus was on the first chapter of Genesis because God seen that the world was full of darkness. And he made light. And that light was Jesus Christ. That light was Jesus Christ. He was the light in the darkness, even though 4 days in the fourth day, day and night. If you read it now, you'll see that. Anyway, I was just in awe over that. I thought, Lord, you know, we look at the crucifixion and we look at all that, but Jesus was there from the very beginning. I thought that was neat that I seen that after being a Christian for so many years. But if you read, you'll see a lot of things, you know. So I'm putting the carrots in there. Okay, I've got the carrots. Let me show you. I've got the carrots and the onions and the potatoes. All right. Now I'm going to put the celery in. I've got the seasoning in there. Let me put a few more, little bit of carrot here. And I've got our seasoning in. Salt, no salt, pepper, and this salt-free garlic and herb. Just because I'm not going to put anything else in it, you know, like the soup, like some people do. Just a little bit of flavor. I didn't put even a half a teaspoon of that in there. So let me cut up these little... And ladies, isn't it funny how we all have our own knives that we like to use? I have two knives that I love to use. One of them I had for years. It's a butcher knife. And this. I bought this at Odd Lots, and I didn't think it was going to be any good, but I bought it anyway because it's pretty. And I sharpen that thing, and I just love it. Sharpens up real nice. Fits in my hand real good. Yes, Trish, I'm glad you said amen on that. I guess, let me get this out. I'm having trouble finding the celery. Now I'm going to be putting this big bowl online. It's got a lid. Because I've got one over there I use, but this was just in my way, so I grabbed it. Tom had watermelon in it last week. Okay. So, you know, the thing of it is you've got to be who you say you are, okay? If you're not a Christian, well, that's okay with me. I love you. But if you are, act like one. You know, I don't believe in spewing. This is my belief, okay? I don't believe in spewing awful words out your mouth. And I believe that we should be able to hold ourselves. You know, we should be able to, if someone else acts up and makes you mad and it gets under your skin, then you need to walk away from it. And, you know, because things can come out of our mouths to hurt people. And I've really watched my mouth around here. Really watched my mouth. Because I don't want my husband to think he's any less than what he is. You know, and I got great expectations for him. But we've got to watch what we say to each other, you know. There's, you know, it's just like that thing of toothpaste. When you take that little squirt of toothpaste out to put on your toothbrush, you can't stick that back in that tube. And that's the same way with words that hurt other people. Who that was. Anyway, that's the way it is when we do other people. When we say things, I have been hurt before by things that people say. I have been hurt by their drama. I've been hurt, you know, through my life. Been through some traumatic things. But once somebody like backbites me or gets jealous and talks behind my back, or I try to avoid that because it's toxic to me. Okay, there's things in what we're making potato soup, okay, and I'm sitting here. But there's things that's toxic to you that other people do to you because they're toxic themselves. You know, they have drama in their lives and they refuse to change. Okay, God's whole purpose is to change us into the image of His Son, Jesus. And, you know, my mom always says, what would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? And I'm like, do I hear that? But it's really true. You know, what kind of person you are, it won't take long to tell. It won't take long for somebody. All you got to do is talk a little bit in a conversation. You can even tell if you're trying to talk and somebody's just not there because they're thinking about their own thing, you know. And I've counseled people before and tried to counsel them, and before I'd even get anything out of my mouth, they would start saying what they had on their mind. So, you know, go with it. Go with who you are and who God created you to be, and stay there. Because you're precious. You are precious to Him. And if no one else told you that today, I'm telling you that. And Sandy, when you eat your, I think it's you, it was eating your steak today, know that you are precious, every one of you. Precious. Precious, 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 precious. You need to know that about yourself. That's something I never knew. Never thought of myself, you know. I always thought everybody else was precious. But, you know, you hear all this stuff. These lives matter, that life matters, this kind of life matters. The thing of it is, to God, you all matter. You all matter. Every one of us matter. You are so right, Sandy. And sometimes, you know, I've told the story on here, I think, before, that one day I laid on the bed one evening. I was in there praying on the bed, just laying back, you know. And I was crying. I said, God, how could you love me? How could you possibly love me? And I told Him all the things that I thought I'd done wrong. And this was 15 years ago. But I pray still every day. But this was a time that I learned. And I laid there and I told Him all the things that was wrong with me. How could He possibly love me? And just going on and on, you know. And pretty soon he waited till I got done. He waited till I got over myself. Very just like a gentleman, that Holy Spirit is. And He started telling me everything the Word said I was. His Word. And He started telling me who I was. And I started realizing, and then I cried harder because He told me who I was. And I learned that day that I need to stop being critical all the time of myself. Stop being critical of yourself. You know, just follow follow the Word. Follow, you know, knowing God loves you. And knowing that He cares that you make it in this life. He cares. He cares every little... Look at this. I preached this one night. And every time that we have a friend out to church and he gets up and he goes, I just can't get over it. This thumb. I said, I know. Look at your thumb. And you look at that thumb. Look at mine shaking like a... Look at that. Shaking. Look at your thumb and know, okay, there's no one else in this whole world of billions of people that has a thumbprint like yours. Now, isn't that special? That how? What I can't understand is how, see, we limit God. This God that we serve made thumbprints on us different in this whole world. Everyone has a different thumbprint. And in my mind, I think, how can that many people walking around on this earth have that, a different thumbprint? That's His stamp of who you are. And that's what I told the people that night. That's your stamp. You're unique. It's kind of like snowflakes. You're unique, and no one else can take who you are, because God stamped you for who you are. You're individual. You're unique. You're precious, and He cares about you. He cares even in the times when you think that you're horrible. He still cares. He's still got that stamp on you. And it's funny because someone said, well, what if you burn your thumbprints off? Yep, somebody asked me that. And I said, it doesn't matter. You still have that identification that God has given you. And if you don't know anything else, know that you have your own stamp right there that God has given you. Anyway, okay, that's enough. Here is the soup. Now all I'm going to do is put this on the stove. Look at all this goodness in there. Got all the potatoes and the onions and the celery and the carrots and the seasoning. Okay? Now I cut the potatoes a little bigger because, I don't know, they seem to shrink a little bit. But I'm going to put this lid on there. And I'm just going to cook this. And that's what my hubby will have when he wakes up. So now I got to clean up my mess. I love you all. And you understand that sometimes I am cooking, but I go off on the Word because I just think the Word is a great thing that keeps me where I need to be. But anyway, God bless you. There's the potato soup. Just cook it. And when it's done, when your potatoes are done, and they don't have to be mushy, don't do them mushy, but when they're done, put you a little bit, make a slurry. A slurry is put about a teaspoon or a tablespoon of cornstarch in water and make a slurry, a little slurry, and put in there. And when that's boiling, and it'll thicken that up a little bit. That way you can put your can of canned milk in it. After it boils and thickens, shut your stove off. Like you guys don't know how to make potato soup. I'm telling you how I make it. Anyway, shut it off, and then put a can of canned milk in it. You can put a little can or a big can. And then just throw you a half a stick or stick of butter. This is a smaller pot, so I'll probably put a half a stick of butter. And that way there. And then you just sit it there and let it sit and have you some hot, goodness potato soup. That's what we're having today. Potato soup. So God bless you all. I'm going to sit here and drink my water. I drink 2 of these a day. You'll get your water. Anyway, now I got to clean up this big mess I made. So, God bless you. I love you all. And we will be doing a giveaway. I thought about it yesterday. And I thought maybe on this one here, on this, I will take the names. I've been just taking the names of certain cooking shows I'm doing. Okay? And then taking the names of the people that watch that, and then that way you all get what you deserve. Because when I first started doing it, people got on there I didn't even know, and they just wanted it. But I'm sticking to the people that gets on with me, because you take your time for me. And so yes, I will be doing a giveaway. I'm going through stuff again, and we'll see what it is. It'll be 2 different items, 2 different people that will win the items, and I just ship them to you. That's what I do. I go up to the post office and ship them to you. So anyway, God bless you all, and I love you, and I hope you have some potato soup soon. Something very, very, very simple. And remember, God put your, look at that, I got celery on my thumbprint, Lord. God put your thumbprint there, and you're unique out of millions of people. You are unique. So, God bless you.